Alright, hello everybody, ineffable here. Normally I play video games. This time I'm doing a video on how to edit them, basically. Alright, I got a request, so I thought, hey, why not? If you want to know, I can show you what I know. I'm not some crazy pro, but I know the basics and some things, and I can share them with you. So, I like to use Vegas Movie Studio HD Platinum 11. Pretty easy to learn. It's not complicated at all. So, if you have it, you should be able to pick it up pretty easily. I just got done cleaning up some stuff, make it look real good, real nice and everything. I've already added in my media. If I'm going to be playing Spelunky or editing it, and I have a webcam, I'll show you how to add webcam. I do my audio separate. I'm going to show you how to match that up. And then either in the same video, if it's too long, I'll put it in a separate video. I'll show you how to fast forward, slow down time, and maybe some other features. But for now, just basic matching audio, cutting parts out, and even adding in a webcam. So let's get started. Alright, for those who don't know how to even add your media in, it's just a little button up here at the top left, import media. You would just click that, search for whatever picture, video, audio you need, and just add it in. It'll appear here. If you want to change any of the screen size, click in between and it will change the size. Then down here we have our layers. They already have names for them. You can always just double click inside one. All game sound. For example, if these are too big, like if you have a lot, you can also click over here and shrink them, make them bigger, whatever you need. So that always helps. So I'm going to throw in the game video footage right now. I'm going to put it right here. It has two. It has the video layer and the audio. So that's all the sound that goes with it. And you can see these are already grouped together. They should be already grouped together, some might not, in which case you'll have to put them together. So first we're going to start off with that, and then I have my audio actually separate from the game audio. I know some game recorders allow you to record your voice as well. Some allow you to record your voice and record a webcam as well. Mine allows that, however I do not do that, specifically for editing purposes. If I want to edit and say I don't want my voice to be in a particular scene, or I don't want my webcam to be in a particular scene, or the game sound, or whatever reason, it's a lot harder to take it out if it's all one audio file. So I like to record them separate and then just match them up. That way I can also edit or take out each piece rather than having to worry about it being in one giant audio. So this is all the game sound right here, down here, and then my voice is actually right here. I just called it editing. I'm going to throw this down into my voice category. That's what I titled it. And then, as you can see already, the voice goes longer than the video. That's because, well, I had to click record for my voice, then record for the video, and obviously then the timing is off, so we have to actually match that up. So that's the bummer in doing it at the same time, but it's really not too difficult. So what we're going to do is somewhere in your game you have to find something that's distinct so you can match it up, your voice with the game. So what I do in the beginning of game is, with footage like this, I'll record a little bit of my voice for the game so I can match that up. If you're not able to record your voice at all, then you can do something else to match it up. And I'm going to show both ways I did it for this video. So let's get to the first way of just recording a little bit of voice and matching that up. So we're going to start in the beginning. I'm going to scroll in. If you don't have a scroller for whatever reason, you can click this zoom in down here, the bottom right. This one will help you zoom in and just kind of, stretches it out so you can see each distinct audio a little more clear. And if you don't see already, there's sections that match up. in between here for the game sound, right here in the middle, is very similar to here in my voice. If you don't see it, it's okay. If you listen, you'll notice that they're off. So let's take a listen real quick from right here and click spacebar to play the music or my voice. Here we go. Check 1, 2, 3, and
okay,
1, 2,
so let's
3.
do
check.
this.
Sound check. Check 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Check. All right. So as you can hear, there's two different parts where I did my check 1, 2, 3. One was in the game sound. One was in my own voice. I have to match that up. Once that's matched up, then the rest of my audio will be matched up with the game sound. So what I'm going to do is basically everything from here to the left, I don't really need, because I don't really want the check 1, 2, 3 in my video anyway, but we need it to match first. So what I'm going to do is anywhere over here, doesn't really matter, I just need to cut everything to the left off. So I'm going to click on this layer, the voice layer. It's going to go right about here in the middle, and I'm going to click S. S is for split. It's just going to split it right where the cursor is, down here. This little thing right here. It's just gonna split it right there, and then I have two halves now. I don't need the one on the left, so I'm just gonna click it and click delete. That's gone. I don't need it. Then I'm just gonna click and drag this on over. If it comes off, it's gonna ask where you're trying to put it. Just go back there and put it right about there. That looks matched up. If you want to be more accurate, just go ahead and zoom in. I can see I can move it off a little bit more. Probably right about there. You can always play it to check it, hear how it sounds. Here we go. Check 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, check. Alright, so that's pretty good. That's pretty lined up. You can hear a little bit of echo. That's because there's two the same voice going on. It's obviously off when you hear it say like check, check, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, you know. You'll get the idea. I like to do a check at the beginning of the video and one at the end just to make sure it lined up all the way through. So I'm going to slide all the way over here. And then you can see it did line it up, but let's hear how it sounds. Check 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, check. Yep. There we go. So that's pretty lined up. And we do have to take that out eventually. And we will. As for now, I'm just going to keep it in there. Alright, so now it's lined up. However, moving things around later, doing a bunch of editing, we don't want to accidentally grab and move it and be like, well, crap. Now, in the middle of all these cuts and edits, I moved something and it's off. So I'm going to Control Z, put that right back, undo. So what we can do is group this together to make it one whole thing. So if I just select everything, everything needed. So I'm going to select this one. I'm going to hold down, there's a few different ways to do this. I'm going to hold down Control, and I can just click each individual piece, or click it again to unselect it. You could click one, hold Shift, and click the bottom one, and it'll select everything in between. Or you can use the Select tool right up here, and you would just click and drag. But then make sure to go back to your normal Edit tool for all the editing. So now that I have them all selected, I'm just going to, there's two ways to do it. One is just to right click, and you go to Group, and then right here, Create New. Or you can see you could just click G. So I'm going to click that. Now, no matter which one I grab, they're all together. So it's lined up for the rest of the video. So it's great. It's great. So, I mean, that's alright, matched up. Everything's good right there. And if you play it, again, we'll just start in the middle of our matching. 1, 2, 3, check. Alright, let's do this. We're going to sound check one more time. Alright, as you may have heard, I'm going to sound check again. I'll show you what that looks like. If you notice, my game sound is very loud compared to my voice. you could always change that over here, the decibel level. You just click and drag this. I'm going to lower it just so it's not as loud. Ooh, going crazy. Let's try it let's try it there. Alright, let's do this. That's good. I could lower it a little more if I wanted, but I think it's good there. And it's always better to lower some volume than raise your own, because you might just increase the background sound, and we don't want that. So like I said, around this time, there's a second way to match your voice. If you have a game recorder that doesn't allow you to record your voice at all, then how do you match it? That's the question. What I like to do, there may be easier ways out there or better ways for different people. This is what I like to do. I like to just go to maybe a pause menu where it has selections. And then as I go up and down in those menus, I'll say up, down, or whatever direction I'm going at the same time I go up and down. That way I can match that up when editing. So here you'll see around this time, you can actually already see there's going to be a menu. And let's see how, it should already be lined up because I already lined up the audio in the beginning. So this is almost, right now it's like a double check, but you could use this as your sole matching purpose. 1, 2, 3, down, 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 up, up. So there we go. It did go up twice. Sometimes mistakes are made. Just know in your head they made that. I did more checking over here. Down, 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 up, up. So you get the idea. You can see that it's matched up very nicely. And there was my voice wasn't in the game audio at all. So you don't need any of your voice in the game audio. You could always do something like this. Usually it's pretty easy. You can always just go to a pause menu if there's no menu to do in the beginning. Usually there is, but if there isn't, by all means, you've got it right there. You can always click pause. Usually that works. If you're in a game that doesn't pause, you're going to have to do something, just something that matches up. Anything works. So, again, you could always do it at the end to see how it matches up. I didn't do this one at the end, but you can see it matches up there just fine. Alright, while we're on matching, I'm going to throw in how to add webcam, because it's very similar. The only difference is having to put the webcam in the corner you desire, or wherever you want on the screen, really. So let's do that. Let's add in this webcam that I have, webcam footage. Again, it's got 2 lanes. One's my face, and one's the audio. We can already tell this starting here is going to match up with this. You can even check it. Right. Check. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, check. Alright, so we need that to match up with what's over here. So again, what I'm going to do is click on this, and I'm going to click S to split it. Now I have 2. Notice it splits the audio as well because these are one group. And again, they're together because they're already grouped. Just like how we group, you could always manually ungroup them. So I have separate if you really wanted, but usually you want them together. So let's move this over. Let's check. It's a little off. Let's scooch it over. It's looks close. Let's see how that sounds. I can have 3 different ones going on at once, so it may get a little crazy. Let's try it. Check. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, check. Alright, so that's not too bad. That's pretty lined up. That's good for me. You know, if you want to try and make it a little more exact, by all means do that. Now, I don't find my webcam audio as good as my other audio, so what I normally do is I could delete it, but just in case I do need it, or for some reason I want to check it again, I just like to put it on mute so that way you don't hear it. And then you can even click this little button right here to make this track, this layer smaller. That way it's really not in the way when you're editing. So now
check. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, check.
So it sounds much better, much better. Again, I'm going to group this in. So I'm going to click the top, hold shift, click the bottom, and I'm just going to click G. So G grouped it, and now it's all one piece. Look at my funny face. All right, let's move this all the way over. All right, so now we have it in there, but we need to, well, put it in a corner because I can't see the game. That's a problem. So what we're going to do is on whatever layer, whatever track your video footage for your webcam is, you're going to go over here on the left. So mine's on this layer. And it says track motion. We're just going to click that little button. Boom. And we get this. This box basically represents the entire video of webcam. So you see your coordinates, and over here, depending on the size of your screen, it might be somewhere else, but they look like this. Mine are clicked down. This one scales at about the center, so when I stretch it and shrink it, everything goes around, focuses around the center. And this one over here locks the aspect ratio. So basically that means it won't be too skinny or too wide. It'll keep the exact same ratio for X and Y. So I'm going to keep those on. I'm going to go to the corner right here, see a little circle, click and drag, and that's just going to shrink it down. You can put it wherever you want. I'm gonna put it like here, and we'll go right there. And once you have that, just anywhere inside the square, click and drag, and you'll notice in the little preview box where it's going. And I'm gonna put it right in this right corner. You can even use the arrow keys to be a little more exact if you want. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna put it right there. If if you have the same, if you're gonna have it in the same corner all the time, you only have to do it once, because you can do it once. Right here it says preset untitled. You would just click that, type in whatever you want, whatever. You would click this little save button right here, and then next time you click this arrow, click on the name, automatically throws it up right in the corner. Easy as that. Alright, so once you're done, you're just gonna click the X, not this X, don't click this X. Click this X. That closes it, and there, now it's in the corner for the entire video. So easy. Even when you split things, it's going to keep it there. So, well, that's basic matching. I told you S is to split. You're going to split things, move things around. Easy as that. That's how you add the webcam, shrink it to the size you need. And again, this is the volume slider to change how loud things are, and that's basically it for all the basics, basically. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how to fast forward clips, slow down clips, fade clips, fade into the next clip, things like that. It's a little fancier, but nothing crazy. Just basic editing that's easy for anybody. So, as for this video, I hope you like it. It is my first how-to. So, sorry if I stuttered on some parts or sound nervous or whatever. But if you like, please let me know. If you have any questions I haven't answered, by all means, type them away in the comments and I'll respond to them. I don't know what everyone wants to learn. So if there's something I didn't cover, type it away, and then, I can respond to you, or if it's popular enough, I'll just make a video for it as well. And if there's anything else you need, again, comments. Or if you have any tips for me on how to make these a little easier to understand or whatever. Everything helps me as well, so please do. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll have the next one out for you to learn from as well.